false prophets also among the people, these are churches, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. Right. So they're going to speak evil of us, say, oh, y'all racist, y'all this, y'all that, because they say the truth will be evil spoken of, but many, it says, many shall follow their pernicious ways. Right. You know what I'm saying? And right now, how they got us doing that is by setting up a man who is a Hamite, who looks like us, but ain't us. And if we had pulled out our other posters when it's real windy and wet out here, we would have showed you Egyptian Pharaoh holding up 3 Hebrews. They were dark, brown, and light, all shades of the ground. Alright? Now, we don't supposed to listen to no other nation. In Deuteronomy 17:15, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. If it's not a Hebrew, black man, Latino man, or Native American man, we do not vote for nobody. First of all, we're in captivity, so we don't supposed to be voting at all. On top of that, we don't have no leader over us. We was dealing with, matter of fact, that dude who poked his head out the bus, he go to Flager Church. And I was telling him that he can't listen to the white man because he can't teach our law. I showed him that everybody, I already showed you all the nations are idols. They worship idols, right? That's scripture, right? Well, also in Psalms, they say in Psalms, what is it, 50, I think it's Psalms 50. 50:16, yeah. 50:16. It says, I have these wicked dudes with my statutes. I'm about to half quoting it right now, but I want to get it right. All right. That one in the pink here. But unto the wicked, God has thou to do to declare my statutes, my laws? Or hast thou shouldest take my covenant, the Bible, in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and hast my words behind thee. Now, white people, what do they teach in school? Evolution? The Big Bang? Or do they teach that God created the heavens and the earth? Now, where does this teach? That God created the heavens and the earth, right? Am I right? So, what did the white man promote? Darwinism, correct? Alright. Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest the thief, then thou considerest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, which is those other heathen nations. You know what I'm saying? The Arabs sold us into slavery, and the Hamites sold us into slavery to the white man. And that's Joel. Give me Joel, I think the 2nd chapter, the 3rd chapter. Alright? He says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son, which was Jacob. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. That thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. They think that we're the same. They think that everybody on the earth is the same when we're not. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation will I show the salvation of God. That means you got to come and tell this truth and do it right. You can't be speaking no lies. And he just said they think we all the same. Psalms 82 says we angels. It says we angels. Psalms 82 and 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges amongst who? He says, how long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? This guy right here who's at our feet, he's a Bourget. Alright? Because he said the earth, we read that, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof. Who covers the faces of the judges? The white man. Alright? He said, defend the poor and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the poor and needy, bring them out of their hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything gets ass backwards. We are the foundation, and we don't know who the hell we are. I have said what? You got to read that for me, verse 6.
I have said, ye are God.
We are who?
God.
We are who?
God.
And what else?
And all of you are children of the Most High.
Did he say that, or did I write that in there? Did I put the...
He said that.
Do you know what?
We was made in his image.
Exactly. All right? Now, he didn't say to everybody. He said to Hebrew Israelites. So, you said what?
We are...
Right, no, that's the next... That's kind of the spirit.
So we consider the Hebrew Israelites because we're under his bloodline?
We the offspring. We are actually the bloodline of the Most High, YAHAWAH, YAHAWAHSHAI. The Most High Yahawah and the Son, the Messiah, YAHAWAHSHAI.
It's you, boss.
You know what I'm saying? You in that bloodline. That's why they don't want... Matter of fact, he's going to read that to everybody else is normal man.
It says, this is Psalms 9 and 19. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail, let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men.
To be but what?
But men.
Only men?
But men. That's
Wow.
it. They not them same tech gods that he was talking about in Psalms 82.
Man, they're not us. Man. How many times would I have to show you in the script? How many scriptures would you need to see to understand that this specifically identifies the color of our people?
That's enough proof enough.
All right, now we're going to go, you have Genesis 25, Genesis, I'm going to go to Genesis, even Job 30:30. Before we go to Job 30:30.
Because you had mentioned about the that's one of the reasons why they killed the Messiah, right?
Right, we're going to get there. Genesis 25. Now, before we identify the black man, we're going to identify the opposite of us, all right? Give me, matter of fact, you give me Genesis 25, because we're going to read a little bit in that. Give me Genesis 25 and start off with verse 21, all right? Because you got to understand that at the moment, he's getting the word. And while he's doing this, I'm just going to give you, what you're learning right here is, we already read that he only gives his secret to the servants, the prophets. And in Hebrews, it said that there'll come a time when you have to get retaught the oracles, man, the first principles. But when the time, Hebrews 5 and 12, but when the time he ought to be teacher, you have need that one teach you again, which be the first principle of the oracles, the saying of the power, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Alright? So we're going back to the beginning. You have to relearn what it's all about. And then once you know your Hebrew, you can start to understand what it's really saying. If you don't know your Hebrew, you're only going to be skating on a surface. Alright? So start off with Genesis 25 and 21.
Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of her. And Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her.
They struggled. Now what's the struggle mean?
A struggle, fight, yeah.
So I like that video we did because he was kicking the
right.
video we saw, and then they had the baby in the body. I mean, they was going at it in the womb. They had the victim. He was up there just kicking and fighting. It was a struggle in the womb. So much that what? What'd she say?
It said, then, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people.
What for people?
2 nations are in thy womb,
And 2 what?
and 2 manner of people.
Opposite. You have 2 neighbors, what is that?
Manner. 2 nations.
2 nations.
2 nations and 2 manners. That means opposite. Are the Czechoslovakians the same as the Aborigines in Australia? They're not. They will be opposite, right? So if 2 different nations are in somebody's womb, and they were 2 different manner of people, they are the complete opposite. Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people,
Okay.
and the elder shall serve the younger.
Okay, now let's look at that. One is going to be stronger. Who on the planet is what race of people is the best basketball player? Okay, what about baseball? What about football? What about, I mean, are we the strongest and tallest and biggest and baddest? We are. Hey, ain't nobody else. We got all the records. 90% of them.
I feel like we are very smart like people, but they like try to create certain ways to make us.
Oh, they dumped us down.
It's
That's right.
like keeping us like captive.
That's right, and that's through their schools.
I
That's
think
through
it's
their
fear.
is it through the whole American agenda. They have dumbed us down. All right, but even through the dumbing us down, it doesn't dumb us all. All right, the Most High's got His prophets and the 1/3 that He's going to redeem out of this. Who's going to speak? You know what I'm saying? We had we did the first transplant, the heart transplant. We invented many things that the white man stole our inventions, man.
Colleges, first philosophers.
All that. All that.
All the philosophies they use to this day came from us.
Exactly.
From Aristotle.
And
all the
those were us.
And my guy, he's a Rastafarian, but he told me about the art of war. That wasn't from the Chinese or anything.
Oh, right. Oh, no doubt.
He was telling me about World War II and how he had the strategy.
Right.
And all kinds of stuff.
We are the mighty. You know, I was reading Psalm 82. He said, the God sends the congregation of the mighty. He judges amongst the gods. The mighty is God. So, go back. He said, one will be stronger over, one will be stronger.
24 now. And when her days to be was fulfilled, behold, and the first came out red.
What color?
Red.
Really?
Red.
Who on the planet has no pigmentation in their skin, and you can see their blood in their face and their veins, and they appear to be red? But they lie and say they're white. What they call themselves? Caucasian? Did you know Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains? So easy a caveman can do it. Exactly. They're not going to tell you that and break it down to you because you go do your research, you ain't going to know. Exactly. So go ahead.
I look at that and I'll go see her, my wife and kids and stuff like that, like the terminology of kids and goats.
Right.
And then you got married with children, and that was the white family. And then you got everybody hates Chris, and then you got everybody loves Raymond.
Exactly. But that's the truth, okay? That's what the whole world is all about, man. So this is that battle that we're talking about. So, and you just prophesied saying that you can see the bullshit behind their lives. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a scripture on that in Peter about they work themselves in front of us. They make fun of us to our face, but we not even wise enough to look and see what they're doing. Like that stuff you just mentioned. That's a scripture about that, man. They do that shit as a fun to them.
Oh, no, that's Peter. That's Peter. He said they force themselves.
I want to say something before we keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to catch the next one.
I know you missed a couple buses. That's the spirit, though. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go, you gotta go.
But I'm gonna write down your information.
All right, what bus you waiting on?
Either the 8A or 108.
All right, so we'll try to. I got one, I think. But I was going to get the precept. 2 Peter 2:13. And shall receive the reward. Okay, I'm going to even go back one. Because now he said he read, right? These beasts, you call them beasts. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not. Which is, you talking about everybody hate Chris. Everybody loves man. Things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish with all corruption. And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that counted pleasure to riot in the daytime. Watch blemishes, supported themselves with their own deceiving while they feast. So they had, hey, how you doing? And lying to you, man, right in front of your face. So while you sitting there watching TV, you sit up there, and they sitting there like that, You know what I'm saying?
I know that because it's like, the thing is, I'm from the suburbs, But my dad brought me to the city to toughen me up, and I see two different worlds, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like,